growing up that I watched on TV who were so loud and abusive and ridiculous, and culturally we celebrated these guys. I think there's been a shift that these guys are now being seen as just being poorly behaved, but there was a period of time where they were seen as, heroes. And what this show is a super funny, super vulgar, super loud animated show for adults. And I can't emphasize that enough. The first minute, there's probably 10 F-bombs. So if you are an individual who is easily, offended, Hoops is not for you. But this is one of those shows where there's no lesson to it. There's no heart to it. There's no messaging. It's just, we got a bunch of really funny comedians, Rob Riggle being one of them, Natasha Leggero, Ron Funches, Nick Swartz, and the list goes on, and we just let everybody rip.
Yeah, I mean, when the most family-friendly is Swartzen, you know what you got going on right here. So,
and there's not a moment of sweetness in this show. It is vulgarity on top of vulgarity for the sake of it. And, I personally grew up in a house where loud jokes were always celebrated. And so this reminds me of just people trying to be funny for the sake of being funny, and I hope people enjoy it.
Well, I mean, that's going to be starting streaming on Netflix on this Friday, and my kids would be upset if I didn't ask, is there another Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse coming with you and for the kids to be feasting on?
I know that they have started, they're working on it. I know Phil and Chris are always pushing, and they've been talking ideas. Peter B. Parker has not gotten a call yet, so
okay.
he is sitting on the sidelines eating pizza, hoping that somehow the Bears trade for Deshaun Watson.
Jake, I hate to tell you, man, that's just not going to happen, sadly.
It might.
Yeah, maybe in another dimension, right? Maybe in another dimension. Always enjoy the chats, Jake. Do you still have that sweater, that 85 Bears sweater? Does it still fit you?
No, I didn't. Well, I mean, during quarantine, I bet it's a little tight in the middle. But
Great chatting with you, Jake. You take care of yourself, and let's do this again real soon, hopefully in person next time, okay?
You too, my friend. Be safe.
Right back at you. That's Jake Johnson, at Mr. Jake Johnson on Instagram. Check him out. Oh, man. Is there one more? Oh, yeah, there's one last still from Hoops that we haven't gotten to, and it's an outrage. I don't know what's this. This is supposed to be me. I don't get it. I don't have a soul patch. My eyes don't look like that.
I mean, Rich.
Maybe you
should. Did they? I don't know. Did they use a photograph of Jim Gray instead of me?
Oh.
Jim Gray.
Wilford Brimley?
Rest in peace.
No, this is Wilford Brimley from because I'm at the
you're
Brimley line right now,
no,
right?
You're at the Brimley line. By the way, absolutely. Rest in peace, Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley.
That happened while we were
That's
gone.
right. No, that's right. Good show, everybody.
I mean,
good show, everybody.
That's why we come in every day.
Jake Johnson, that was fun. Stipe Miocic and Kyle Brandt. Final poll results while I look up tomorrow's show lineup.
Yeah, who's going to play 2020 with the biggest chip on their shoulder? Cam Newton, 64%.
Okay, who do we have on tomorrow's show? I'm just going to flat out ask that out loud. Here we go. Tony Stewart, Jim Belushi.
Hey, all right.
Hey.
On tomorrow's program. Thursday show, Riggle and Bruce Arians.
Oh, baby.
We need to put the kids to bed.
Talking
with
about two guys you'd like to have a beer with.
Fantastic. That's how we're rolling over the next couple days. I want to thank everybody for taking in this edition of the Rich Eisen Show. Once again, we will start streaming on Peacock on Monday. Please, everybody out there in the wormhole, go and get it. You can watch it on any mobile device. You can watch it on desktop as well, just like you're taking in YouTube on our stream, and it's free, just like YouTube as well. Download that app and make sure you get our show. We will see you on Wednesday.
Go beyond alternative and discover a world of emerging indie artists and groundbreaking sounds on SiriusXMU. A commercial-free mix of innovative music from bands, producers, and singer-songwriters, alongside classic sounds from the artists who inspired them. Indie Music Discovery is on SiriusXMU Channel 35, or listen at home with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. But your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-506-5536. That's 800-506-5536 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. As a result of this bankruptcy, a victims' compensation fund is being set up that may be worth over $1 billion. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation. Call 800-506-5536. That's 800-506-5536 and talk to one of the compassionate counselors for more information and to see if you may qualify. Your call is completely confidential. Call 800-506-5536 today. Sponsored by Krause & Kinsman Law Firm.
For every opportunity to care for the world. From Ohio to Abu Dhabi, Toronto to Florida, to our expansion into London, Cleveland Clinic, with our 67,000 plus caregivers, has one focus: provide world-class care as the #2 hospital in the world. Hear how we care for every care in the world at clevelandclinic.org.
What's it like to sleep on a Casper mattress with new AirScape cooling technology? Imagine sleeping on a cloud with a light tropical breeze. AirScape is our one-of-a-kind cooling system inside Casper mattresses. It lets air move through and keeps heat out, so staying asleep is easy and breezy. Just like that. Try a Casper mattress with the AirScape this summer. If you don't sleep cooler, we'll pick it up and refund you everything. That's the Casper 100-night trial. Try it today at Casper.com.
Building things in America is the right thing to do. Hi, I'm David McNeil, founder of WeatherTech, and protecting your vehicle is also the right thing to do. With American-made products like our laser-measured floor liners and cargo liners to contain any spills and messes, the trailer hitch-mounted bump step, which guards your bumper against costly rear dents and scrapes, or easy-to-install, no-drill mud flaps. And now the Cub Phone keeps your hands safely on the wheel while your phone is secured in virtually any size cup holder. Find everything at WeatherTech.com.
This is Aussie Football Rules America with Eddie Maguire.
One of my great mates, Russell Crowe.
I actually feel that it's a privilege to sit and take a philosophical look at the way I've been living my life and actually try and clean it up a little bit and make it a little bit more efficient and spend more time with my kids.
Catch new episodes Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern on Dan Patrick Radio Channel 2.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
The Tony Bruno Show.
The man chosen to save American radio from its horrible future.
He didn't invent radio. He just perfected it.
Tony Bruno Show with Harry Maid.
Parental discretion is advised.
The godfather of sports radio.
It is a final.
Here is Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
You are looking live, kids, at a taco-free Tuesday, August 18th, in the DraftKings studios, Harry. The DraftKings Sportsbook studios. How great is that, man?
It is great. Day number 2.
Day number 2. Couch Guy is already locked and loaded, laying big money on the Milwaukee Bucks, who came out and figured they were going to roll the ball out against the Orlando Magic in the first half until Younes decided, hey, man, what are we doing here?
Yeah, don't sweat it. They'll wake up.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
I didn't have anything first half.
Yeah,
so
good. That's good.
It's a 4-quarter game.
That's very good. But, Tony, it only took one day for us to wake up the San Diego Padres
we
entered the fray on the mightier 1090.
You're absolutely
right. How about
right.
that bust out last night?
How about that? And today, and I was all over Twitter today, because when I see, about this, I love all the media people who are saying this is, You can't do that. This is an unwritten rule.
Right.
And you know how I feel about the unwritten rules, Harry. They should get that book and burn it.
Yeah.
Put that on top of take it to Portland and burn it out there with the American flags and the Bibles.
Well, is there a book if it's unwritten?
I think somebody wrote the unwritten. I always used to joke, if there's going to be a book of the unwritten rules, let me be the guy to write it. And there's ones that we know about. You know, you don't. If you got a no-hitter going, you're not supposed to mention that the pitcher's got a no-no going.
Well, that's more for the broadcasters.
Yeah, exactly. And even the guys in the dugout, they're not supposed to mention that the guy.
Stay away from the pitcher. You don't even sit near him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I get those, even though they're silly. You know, you don't step on the line.
They're very superstitious lot, these baseball players.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But and you know how much I hate unwritten rules, especially throwing at guys and all
I don't
that
like
stuff.
rules, much less unwritten ones.
Well, neither do I.
I mean, if you're going to have rules, at least write them down so I could see them.
Exactly right.
Apparently, the Baseball Digest, written in 1986, does have an entire list of the unwritten rules.
Yeah, and they're stupid. By the way, Ruben Amaro Jr. is going to join us because Ruben was one of the guys on Twitter today saying that, you know what, you don't swing at a 3-0 pitch with the bases loaded when you're up by 7 runs in the 8th inning.
Yeah, why not? It's a 60-game season. Aren't all the rules out the window anyway?
Well, if you're the team like the Phillies where you got the worst bullpen in baseball, you better keep swinging, brother.
Right.
So anyway, my point is, what's he supposed? It's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Who's having a fabulous year so far.
He's phenomenal.
He's one of the really fun young players
and
in the league.
And baseball needs more young fans to get in touch with the young players. This guy's up there. It's 3-0. So the pitcher who got him 3-0, all of a sudden he's supposed to stand there, Tatis, and do what?
Right.
Take a strike?
So I'm going to now all of a sudden, now that I've got myself in a 3-0 hole, you're supposed to allow me to groove one right down the middle and not swing.
Exactly.
You're supposed to promise us all that you're not going to swing so I can get a strike on the board. It's stupid.
It is stupid. I don't understand how. What's he supposed to do? This isn't Little League.
Yeah.
Is he supposed? If the pitcher's that bad, just say walk him. Just
right.
Go, and then walk
and take
in a
one run. Right.
So is walking in a guy with the bases loaded to walk in a run worse? What happens if he had stood there and he had taken ball 4? Would that have been better?
I guess
to be up 8 runs instead of 7 runs.
I mean, come on.
It is embarrassing.
It really is.
It is
dumb.
embarrassing. And then the managers. I hate to rip managers, Harry.
Yeah, both of them.
I didn't even know who either manager was.
Well, I think that's the whole point of this whole exercise, Tony, is for people like you and I and Couch Guy to become familiar with guys like Chris Woodward and who?
Jace Tingler, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't he in that movie that was Dirk Diggler? He was not the manager of the San Diego Padres.
That was a good movie, by the way.
It was on the other night. I was watching it again.
Yeah.
I was watching it, man. The dance scene, and everybody's talking about the sex scene in that movie. You know which one I'm talking about.
I like Roller Girl.
Yeah, Roller Girl's great.
Nice. Good idea.
Well, I'll say this. It's like, I understand if you're up, 7 runs and a guy, steals a base. It's like, all right, dude, what are you doing? But again, the 3-0, it's like, again, what are you don't go down 3-0.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Pitch to him. You're a major league pitcher.
Make better pitches.
Make a pitch.
Yeah.
I think that's a joke. And again, the fact that Tatis had to apologize, look how,
that's stupid.
That's ridiculous.
And that's on Jace Tingler,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. You're going to go to your star player, your
Yeah.
4-hitter, your up-and-coming, the best prospect in your entire system and say, hey, go tell them you're sorry for going yachts.
And by the way,
pitcher.
Chris Woodward, the manager of the Texas Rangers, he said, he wasn't really mean. He was just like, I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like it.
He wasn't over the top.
No, he didn't go crazy.
No,
he didn't throw over the
cold
cut tray in the other room. But he says, it's not something. But you know what he did, though? This is the same guy, Chris Woodward, who then has the next batter, who is
Machado.
Manny Machado, has the ball thrown behind him.
Right.
So what good does that do? What does that do? Your pitcher can't get anybody out. You're down 3-0. You expect him to just stand there and take a strike. What's he supposed to do? Stand there and take 3 straight strikes?
And then he couldn't even hit him if he was trying to hit him.
Exactly. And then, by the way, this is the same manager, Chris Woodward, who last September, had his infield intentionally drop a pop-up, which would have been the 3rd out, so that Mike Minter could get his 200th strikeout. That's an embarrassing rule that shouldn't be written. You remember that play?
No, I don't.
September. Mike Minter was going for his 200th career strikeout. Right? It's a big deal for a pitcher.
Sure.
If the ball's caught, the ball's popped up a couple of feet away from home plate. The catcher goes out there, the first baseman, the pitcher goes out there, and they pretty much all say, don't catch it, don't catch it.
So there's no infield fly rule where in effect there, I guess?
No, it was just a pop-out. There was nobody in base. It wasn't a scoring situation.
Okay.
They were ahead. The Texas Rangers were ahead 7-6.
So they intentionally drop it so he has to pitch to him again.
Exactly, so he can get the strikeout.
Wow.
So how was that not against the rules?
That's kind of Bush League. That's almost like Brett Favre taking that sack from Strahan.
Exactly right, Harry. So if you're a manager and you're going to tell your infielders to drop a pop-up that should have been caught by at least one of three guys. I mean, it's on tape. Go watch it. It's that's an embarrassment to the game.
Right. That's
when you
the
have your
integrity
players
of the game.
Exactly. That's a ball that has to be caught. It's a pop up in the infield, and it was right there. And then you can see the guys telling each other, "Don't catch it, don't catch it." The ball drops in, and this way Mike Minter can get his 200th strikeout.
Did he get it?
I don't remember if he did, but the point is that shouldn't have. That was to keep the batter alive so that he had a chance to get the strikeout.
Wow.
So that's all bogus, man.
Mike Minor.
Mike Minor?
Mike Minor, the lefty for the Texas
That's what
Rangers.
I said. I said Minter. I'm sorry. Mike Minor, who, by the way, is pitching tonight
Yes.
for the Texas Rangers
He's on my
against the
fantasy
San
team.
Diego Padres.
And you know who else that, like you mentioned, throwing behind the guy after the guy hits a home run? If you don't remember, a few years ago, I think it was on Memorial Day, Bryce Harper got thrown at by the pitcher on the Giants, Hunter Strickland, because he had hit two back-to-back.
Not Hut Strickland.
No. Hunter Strickland. But again, he said after the game, like, how classless is that? Just because you can't get me out, so you're going to throw at somebody like that?
Yeah, I hate that
That's
stuff.
such Bush League baseball.
We're going to have Ruben
He did
Amaro.
get his 200 strikeout. He had 200 last year right on the nose.
Yeah, I know he did, but that was like at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make sure. I don't know if he had another start left. I don't remember all the specifics.
Yeah.
But that's just Bush League. That's Bush League.
Right.
Having a guy swing 3-0 with the bases loaded when he's one of the up-and-coming superstars of the game.
Yeah.
That is not Bush League.
I think
That's
he now
called playing the game.
He has the league, the
11
lead
RBIs.
in the major leagues in home runs too. Now does he?
He has 11 home runs. What are the numbers? They're really damn good. I know that. But anyway, that's ridiculous, man. And anybody who thinks that's bad, and we'll find out.
He's got 28 RBIs, Tony, and 11 home runs this season.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
No, he's a phenomenal player, and that's why the Padres are good.
Is he? If the Padres get in, is he a chance for MVP?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Jeepers. Anyway, we'll talk with Ruben Amaro about that. Another baseball stuff. Phillies go on their first road trip after 16 games. They'll be in Boston.
Will
tonight.
anybody notice?
Their first.
Seriously.
That's how crazy the season's been. The Phillies have played 16 games. All of them at home. Mm-hmm. One of them was with the Yankees, who were here playing as a home team.
And the only people that know are the people that call the games and the Fandemic crew.
Out there with
That's
their
it.
horns.
Yeah.
Wonder how many canisters they had to buy to refill the air horns. You know, those things are expensive.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, those little air canister things. It's ridiculous, Harry. But you'll have a Zach and Zach on Zach action tonight. Zach Eflin with an H, Z-A-C-H.
Okay.
Against Zach Godler for the miserable, wretched Red Sox.
How does
Zach
he
with
spell
a K.
it? Oh, okay.
Z-A-C-K versus Z-A-C-H. Who do you like, couch guys? Zach with a K or Zach with an H?
I'll take the over.
That's something. Yeah, that might be the only bet. I'm not sure if they're showing that game on cable. He might have to.
Anyway, we'll talk with the hockey action. Let's get this stinking NBA game off. And let's get some damn hockey.
Well,
up in this
Milwaukee's
joint.
coming back.
I know
as
they are,
you
but
knew
it's
they
another
would.
hour now. I need to see
Yeah,
Flyers.
They're only down 3 now.
Flyers
Tom.
and Bruins.
Well, how about the
Flyers and the stinking Montreal Canadiens?
That Bruins game last night. I
Yes.
don't know if you caught that third period.
Yes, I
but
did,
The
Harry.
Bruins were down 2-0.
You think I was watching the Democratic Tape Fest?
I have no idea
Snooze
what you
Fest,
watched.
whatever the hell that was.
But they scored 4 goals in a matter of, 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yep.
It was unbelievable. Then they gave up a goal to Carolina late when they pulled the goalie. So the final minute, that game could have been another one of those
Absolutely.
that goes to overtime. It was incredible.
Exactly.
But
right.
now the Bruins are up 3-1.
Yeah, and it pretty much is going to be over. Because let's be honest, the Bruins are playing great. You know, they're rallying around their coach who's made good decisions. Their goalie left, but the backup goalie is pretty damn good, too.
He
So
is.
it really wasn't.
Although he gave up 2 softies last night.
Yeah, I know, but
Halak.
they can score. The Bruins
Yeah.
can score, and they've ratcheted it up. I don't know if they're going to win a cup, but they're certainly good. And we'll find out with the Flyers in this pivotal Game 4, up 2-1. It's a huge game, Harry, because
is.
if Montreal wins this, then it's a best of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Montreal has been with the Flyers in this series every step of the way, and they've outplayed them to
Outscored
me.
them, yep.
And they've outplayed them.
Flyers only have 3 goals in the 3 games.
I know, and they got 2 wins. Calgary and Dallas is 2-2 now. There's no quit in those Dallas Stars, Harry.
That's one series that I have not been able to take in any of the action
because it's
yet.
late.
Everything's on at these off times. It's hard for me to
Actually, it'll be on in the afternoon. It'll be a 5:30 Eastern time start today.
You know who's really playing well for them is Pavelski, Joe Pavelski.
Absolutely. We talked about that yesterday with the great Barry Melrose, the former Shark great.
Yeah.
And then, of course, tonight, we could have Sweep City, Harry. Will the Washington Capitals mail it in? The New York Islander up 3-0 on the Caps. Is it over for the Caps? I saw, who was it that had elbow surgery today? People are leaving the bubble, but it doesn't matter. Will the Islanders sweep the Capitals today? What's the number on that on DraftKings?
I'm going to be looking right here.
Because we haven't seen any sweeps.
Islanders are minus 120.
So they're not a big favorite, but they're favored in a 3-0. By the way, the Chicago Blackhawks, they could be eliminated tonight. Vegas is up 3-1. You know that the Blackhawks...
Vegas is minus 205.
Wow. Corey Crawford, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taves, and Duncan Keith have never, when they won 3 cups from 2010 to 2015, they never trailed 3-0.
Wow.
And now they're going to try it. They've already won 1. They're down 3-1. Could be eliminated tonight. So stick around. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Joe Younes is going to join us. John McMullen. Stick around.
Before you play your next round of golf, meet Boston.
All right. So Ruben is
Johnny
on
Jones
Zoom.
from 25th and Diamond coming on today.
All right, perfect. Thank you. All right.
Couch Guy is the keynote speaker at the Democratic National Convention tonight. Yeah, we got to get Petros locked in for this week too, Rob.
Oh,
Remember, he
that's
said
right.
he was going to come on. So Linda Cohn's going to come on tomorrow.
Did you already contact her?
Yes.
So she's good for what time?
I don't know. She hasn't gotten back to me on the time.
Okay, so let me follow up with Linda because the only time that's available for tomorrow is 5:20.
I wrote to Linda. I said, "Can you do tomorrow 3, 4, or 5:20 Eastern, 12,
Okay,
1 or
I'm gonna
2
have to
yours?"
say 5:20 is the only open time.
So you're not giving her a choice, Robin?
I have other ones that are locked in now.
Who you got locked in?
I have Al Roker at 3:20.
Again?
But he's locked this time, and 4:20 is Tour Junkies. We're introducing them. Tour Junkies, that's the...
They're the golf dudes.
The golf dudes.
Is that Markel? What's Markel got right now? All right, let's get the hockey game on here. This is a 6-point game here. Flyers hockey.
You notice now Giannis is just pushing dudes around.
Oh, yeah. That's what Embiid was doing early in the game last night. He was backing his way right to the rim and just dunking on him.
Yeah. And then he runs out of fucking steam.
Exactly right. No, Roker's not going to Matt Miller us again.
He better not. Because then I'm not working with that chickadee again.
Oh, Dale Howardchuck passed away today, huh?
Oops.
Remember Dale Howardchuck?
Yeah.
Great player back in the day.
Wow. YouTuber. Thank you. Okay, YouTube people, make your switch to Twitch right now so that you can see the rest of the show because...
Got a haircut today, Tony.
You got a cut again?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's clean. Hey. See, I don't notice
You
it now
only see
because
the